Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Humm Daddies podcast. It is good to be back. It's been a while. We've been doing these kind of sparsely the last couple months, but we're going to have a big overhaul here coming up. We're going to be doing one every Monday morning. You can expect one on YouTube and Apple and Spotify and wherever you get your podcasts. And we're going to go live after every Thursday night football game. My name is Jacob Lucas, Jacobo Lucas, a.k.a. Jake Lucas. I'm joined by Dave Greenstein. I'm joined by Giuseppe Starkweather, a.k.a. Joe Starkey. And we're hyped. We got a lot to talk about. There's so much going on in the world of sports, especially Bay Area sports. You got your Giants. You got your West Sacramento A's. That's the biggest story, I think, right now. No, they are not. Cal football. And the 49ers are kicking off their year in just 5 days, guys. It's getting close. And look at the color of all of our camisas. I'm seeing
that
rojo.
time of year, baby. Let's go.
Seeing
Football
red.
season. Here we are.
Seeing red.
I see red all around me. So we've been up to a lot, guys. Last Tuesday, we were at the Giants-Cubs game with Paulie Mack and Tony Ryan, the Paulie Mack Particles podcast. And we met all their people. We're good buddies with those guys and their show. It was a great time. What were your guys' takeaways and impressions from that hangout? Let's start with that.
The PMP Army.
Yeah. What positive particles were just floating around the stadium. Those guys were awesome, as we know. And, just like them, everybody else was so positive and knowledgeable and interesting. I didn't have a dull conversation. It was a thrill. And, they put out so much good energy and it comes right back around. It's a great group of people to be around.
Yeah, Tony, great guy. Met Steve, who's on their chat a lot. I think sitting down and watching you two, I'll obviously have some long conversations with Rod Brooks was awesome. I mean, what a cool opportunity to just meet people that you've listened to for so long, years. And, kind of speaks to the idea that when you get into a podcast, you may have a chance to meet a few of these people. I feel very lucky and have a lot of gratitude that those people let us into their little their crew for the day, and hope we get to continue to do it and find some other games to join.
Yeah, I didn't know Rod Brooks was going to make me cry, but we start talking about the Houston Oilers and then the Oakland A's leaving, and it's like, next thing I know, I'm tearing up talking to Rod Brooks. That was a good time.
Pulling your
I was able
heartstrings.
to get deep into music with Rod. I didn't expect that either. I mean, he was on the email list for the event, so I expected to maybe see him. But dude, that guy is just awesome in person. We talked about Public Enemy and Ice Cube and Outkast and all this epic rap and rock. And
what were his favorite bands, Jake, that you mentioned?
He loves Nirvana and Foo Fighters. The guy's a Dave Grohl diehard. So that was pretty cool.
And Public Enemy, right? Wasn't that his other favorite?
Yeah, and Public Enemy.
Yeah.
We talked about, Public Enemy's production team produced Ice Cube's early albums. This is a whole different, for another day, I guess. But, God, it was so cool getting deep into the weeds about 90s gangster rap with Rod Brooks and Scarface, of course. Talked a lot of Scarface and the Ghetto Boys. He's a Houston native. And obviously, Paulie, you're the man. Love that guy. He's been so great, just gracious to us, and finally got to really talk to Tony at length. Known him throughout the years, but never had combos with him like I did with Paulie. So very cool experience. Giants got the W. And speaking of W's, 9 out of 10. They just closed it out. Ryan Walker got the save. Rafael Devers is Bonzian. He's a god. He's a chipmunk with chew in his mouth, and he's so lovable. And I want to eat him up. I just want to swallow him whole. He
smashes that one to right field, and it is gone. Wow.
That's right.
That got out real fast.
Real fast. So we'll get deeper into that, but let's start off by our usual, what are you wearing and what are you consuming, imbibing, also known as drinking? Joe Starkey.
Well, I am wearing my 40 effing Niners. I can't say it because Google didn't like what we said last week, so I have to be a little more particular of what I say.
Good to
But
know.
there was a shirt. Google Joe Montana 40 effing Niners shirt, and you'll see the great one was rocking that back in the 80s. I got that same shirt on, ready for this season, my man. Can't wait. There's a smell in the air. It's just ready to go. Everybody's doing their fantasy drafts, and we got week 1 on Sunday. So very excited about that. I got my Berkeley Cowbears hat on, and we'll get into that later. But boy, I'm excited about that one. I'll tell you what. And then I'm having a martini, gin martini.
Whoa! Tuesday
Special.
after a long weekend.
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah, my cup is full from a great weekend. I'm ready to start September, ready to work hard, and I guess I'll have a martini too. I don't know.
A little bit of play hard for Mr. Starkey.
Who made that hat, Joe?
Oh yeah, this is Bart Bridge. Bridge. We know the Bart Bridge guys.
That's right, Luke. Looking at you, Lukey. Thanks for coming to Mila's 3rd birthday. Okay, next.
Well, guys, I'm drinking some red and gold Kirkland. Joe,
that's my beer.
It's time to do it. And I have on a completely undersized George Kittle. It is real tight.
That is skin tight. Did you paint that bad boy on?
Yeah, I went for a medium, and it came in maybe a little small.
That's a medium from China.
Yes, it's a China medium. And now our pod is not going to make it onto Google.
You can't say the country of China. Come on.
Yeah, what a great 3-day weekend down in Santa Cruz. Then went to another pool up in Sonoma County. Just kind of had a great 3-day September fest, hot, and stayed cool in all the right places. Jake?
Nice. Well, I learned something about that Kirkland Deschutes. I was at the Claremont pool on Friday, and one Peter McGonis came with some Kirkland Deschutes. And he told me he was the one to put Joe Starkey onto those beers. Is that a fact?
That's a fact, Jack. That was one Peter McGonis.
One Peter McGonis. He said Joe Starkey was negging the fact that they were Kirkland. He said, look, you idiot. They're Deschutes beer. It's brewed by Deschutes. And he said, try it.
Yeah.
And
never doubt Pete McGonis when it comes to the finding those beers.
I did doubt. I thought it was going to be like a Trader Joe's Simple Time situation. And boy, was I pleasantly surprised. I've been rocking that beer all summer.
When Big Dick Lucas used to drink, like the last year of it, we were in Sacramento visiting my sister. Guy took down 10 Kirkland Lights, and we called them K minuses. That's the real Kirkland beer. And then we were out hiking, and he was like, I can't make it anymore. Call a helicopter.
Did Dick go to the K-hole?
Huh? He was like,
did Dick get into a K-hole?
He was in a K minus hole. Absolutely. And we were on the American River, but that was a funny time. Anyway, so Kirkland beer, guys, now working with the Deschutes, and Starkey's been preaching it for a few weeks now. So go get it.
4.5%. I feel like I could drink these all day, and let me tell you, I have.
Yeah, right.
Wow. So you've been drinking Deschutes all day on a Tuesday. Starkey's drinking martinis all day on a Tuesday. Well, I guess I got to join you guys with my Heineken Zero.
Oh, baby.
Delicious.
Take it down a notch, Lucas. Jeez.
Calm down. You're getting too excited. You may have to throw a monster. Maybe you have a monster float. Float.
I had a
Heineken
bang
minus
earlier today. I'm just well rested now, so I'm good. I mean, Jordy's taking his naps, so I get to have some downtime and not just lift that giant beast all day. I'm wearing a Nick Bosa jersey because it's time for Bosa to apply the pressure. I'm looking for a big year for the Niners D. That is going to be the cornerstone to a successful season. We're not going to offense teams this year. We need the D to really step the hell up. I'm looking at Nick Bosa to break out. I mean, he needs to finally have like an 18 to 20 sack year. It's about time.
I thought you were going to say special teams. The key is special teams. You know, that punt, fake punt, you know, that Shanahan loves to run. Huge.
That's the key.
Field goal draw, you know.
Well, Moody is going to be a big part of wins or losses, but we need the defense and all the rooks and all the young guys to step up. Demo's going to look okay. We'll get into Niners more later, but so that's what we're wearing and what we're drinking. You want to dive into the kids stuff or the Giants first?
Let's go Giants.
Okay, so if you're wondering where you've seen this handsome face,
all right, sorry.
This face has been playing in between innings on Giants games for the last like 5 days, I believe. That's right. I am Jake Lucas. I am the star of the Subaru of Oakland commercial. And been getting a lot of funny, friendly texts from people I haven't heard from years that say, oh, shit, you're on during the Giants game. This is me. So thanks for watching, and go buy a Subaru. Other than that, Rafael Devers is my new soulmate. We will have a wedding, and it will be magnificent. I might go down to the Dominican. Maybe Willie Adames will wed us. That could be a possibility.
If he puts on a Niner jersey, you guys can have a red wedding, too.
Yeah, sure. That's Game of Thronesy there.
Yeah, it was Game of Thrones.
Yeah. But anyway, so the Giants have won 9 of 10. They are hitting the shit out of the ball. This young guy, what's his face? Gilbert.
Drew Gilbert.
Gilbert is just a real 5'8" spark plug, just beefy little fella that plays his ass off. Been a joy to watch him. Been a joy to watch our Dominican dandies, as I like to call them, hitting for power. It was the first month in Giants history where 2 guys hit at least 9 home runs apiece, with Adames and Devers since Kent and Bonds. So how about them apples? Dave, Joe, Giants doubters and haters. Yes, they may not make the playoffs still, but have they been a lot better since I kept it positive or what?
I don't know what came first, you keeping it positive or them winning that made you positive. I feel like it's one, chicken and the egg thing, I guess, Jake.
Well, it was far before they won 9 of 10, my friend.
The ups and downs of the season
there
have
were
been
some dark days, some real dark days. But they're hitting the snot out of the ball. Where was that before the trade deadline? Is my first thought, but it's better late than never. These guys can play. It might be a little too late. Maybe Bob Melvin gets to keep his job. That would be fantastic. But it gives you a little bit of enthusiasm going into next year is kind of where I'm thinking. It's going to be real hard to catch the Mets or Padres. I was looking at the Padres schedule. Their schedule is easy as pie. Mets maybe is a little more difficult. So it's possible. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it would be I'm looking to next year more so.
Yeah, it's far-fetched for them to make the playoffs at this point. It's pretty obvious. They've been playing great ball. Don't get me wrong. I love watching the Giants play baseball. Hit, move a guy over, make a play in the field. The defense has been fantastic to watch lately. A lot of plays in the outfield made by Mr. Jung-Hoo. Listen, they don't have the pitching. The pitching's not there for the playoffs. They've got a bullpen that's been beating the shit out of.
Oh, man.
I just don't think they have enough to, keep this streak going. But they've been streaky also. Like, look at it. They were 14-14 in the month of August. And most of it's because, these, they have, 9 to 10? Yeah, they won 9 to 10. And really, it was 8 to 9. And then before that, they were losing 6 in a row, 7 in a row. It's been really hard to stick with a team that's just so up and down, left and right. But I mean, I think that's why, Jake, you've had the dark days, the darkest of days, and the brightest of days. You're the biggest Giants fan one day, and then the next day, not the next day, the next 8 days after they lose 5 in a row, you lose your shit and you put on a Niners jersey.
But I'm still a Giants fan. That's what real fans do.
Yeah,
they lose their shit. But let me tell you this. the second they showed me any glimmer of hope at all, that's when I turned it around. That's when I was like, okay, you see potential in this team. Rafi Devers, I was bitching. So I remember the moment when I texted you guys, you took it as like, I'm down on Devers. Yeah, I was saying he is not performing the way he can because he's a perennial fucking stud. Oh, oops. Bleep that out, I guess. So he is playing like that, and we're finally seeing an absolute just baller at the plate for the Giants. This is Bonzian. No one's done it since him on the Giants. We have like an actual dude again. And I mean, it's going to make September baseball a lot more fun. At least they're in the conversation. It's a long shot, but as a Giants diehard, I'm very happy with what I'm seeing. And I think they have
6 games against the Dodgers left, so there's plenty, or 7 games against the Dodgers. More of
and
enough
they play
time
the Dodgers
to spoil
hard
their,
this year. Honestly,
they can spoil them winning the division, which would be a win too.
Yeah, Verlander's
I can see
looking
that.
a lot
I can
better
see that
too.
happening for sure. Padres could take it over the Dodgers. I think.
Don't get me wrong, lots to root for, fun to watch. Much rather have the Giants with a winning record and taking some momentum into the 2026 season. Especially with guys who've just joined, like they're starting to feel out, the character of the team. I love seeing it. But I want to see a little more consistency. Let's see September. Let's see a really strong finish. Let's win, if they win 17, 18 games in September, you're going to have me pretty damn excited for next year.
Well, you're going to have me pretty excited for this chase right now because every game matters. Every day is important. Every inning is important. Every Devers AB is important. I traded for him in fantasy a few weeks ago, and boys, he been lighting it up. Well,
there it is.
What do you mean? There it is. I'm a huge
There,
Giants fan too, and I got Trevor Rogers. Just swindled
Danny Orsini. Don't Danny Orsini the moment and bring fantasy into it.
No, well, I mean, I believe in Devers. I followed that belief, and I'm getting rewarded, and the Giants are getting rewarded, and a miracle run is in the cards. I think the Giants were 4.5 out of the division in 2010, and they on September 1st, and they won the division. So,
maybe they'll catch the Padres instead.
yeah, thankfully, the Padres choked.
The Padres choked.
But anyway, that's my Giants spiel. I know there's a lot of diehard Giants out there. We are called the Humm Daddies, or a lot of diehard Giants fans. So really into that right now. So moving on from that,
Okay, well, hold on. One thing about the Giants. Yeah. I know we're being very positive about the Giants, and they deserve it the way they've been playing. And I'm thrilled. I hope Bob Melvin can keep his job. I think he's a good manager.
Right.
And so it's good to see everybody clicking here. But there is some bad news.
Randy
Rodriguez.
Yeah. Well, he's only going to be out for 2 years, so.
I mean, kind of. I guess people kind of knew he was fragile, and it was a risk. But that's the problem. I mean, maybe that'll be the offseason. Get some arms in the bullpen.
I think I got that update during our fantasy draft on Friday. Maybe the fantasy football draft that Starkey used to be in this league. Now he's not. So he doesn't really want to talk about it. But Randy Rodriguez, I got the news.
I'm happy to talk about it.
Is getting Tommy John surgery. Like, what?
Yeah.
I heard he was going to miss a few days, with arm, elbow stiffness or tightness or whatever.
We'll see you in 2027, Randy.
Yeah, seriously. Jesus Christ.
The good thing is, one guy who throws 97 and has got incredible stuff leaves, and then a Joel Peguero just walks in the door throwing 101 and looks like, where's this guy been all season? Like, this is the thing about MLB in today's world. Just keep going out, get the young pitchers that have flamethrower arms and insert them for a few games. They get hot, they win a few, they get cold, you bring up the next guy and you just rotate the bullpens around. It seems like that's just what happened. It's so inconsistent. Like, the bullpen has just been all over the place this year for the Giants. There's no, 3 or 4 guys you can count on.
First half of the year, Dave, they were the number one bullpen in every statistical category. They were number one.
Yeah, but we knew that was temporary. Like, the stats were going to even out eventually.
It hasn't been like this all year. Let's not say it's been like that all year. But lately, yes, it has been.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Giants, man, that's the one word I'd have for the Giants this year. Just bipolar. They are
totally
without any precedent. Yeah. They just are up, down, 5 in a row.
And
9
without
10.
The Gemini Giants, two personalities.
Crazy.
bipolar is a great way to put it because you can't. There's no rhyme or reason. You can't make sense of it. It's just like a totally mentally ill thing that like none of it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not logical.
Which is why it's hard to believe they're going to all of a sudden have this win streak just keep going and not just drop 8 of 9 in the first half of September.
But they won 9 of 10 after there were no win streaks for a long time, and I still said, wait, just watch them rip off 15 in a row. I sent the whole email to Paulie's Particles.
Right. The moral of the story is Jake.
The whole email. Send it to everyone.
The Giants win the World Series this year. You heard it here first.
What's more important than any of this is if for any Giants fan that it's a true believer, you should be offering free tickets to Jake Lucas for the rest of the year because the guy hasn't seen a loss in that park all season. He is, 8-0, 9-0?
Fact, 8-0 or 9-0. Counting the A's, I went to the Giants at the A's with Dave and won that one too. So I believe it's around 9-0 at the park.
What we're going to need with that ticket is a babysitter. If you can get the combination pack for Jake, just go ahead and email us at Humm Daddies at hummdaddies@gmail.com and he'd happily go watch
maybe a
baseball
massage
games.
for the wife. Maybe a massage certificate from somewhere on Solano or something.
Speaking of kids,
nice segue. What's going on with our kids? I mean, we got Kendall, we got Hudson, we got Mila,
Adrian. Oh yeah, Mila, that's your kid.
Yeah, I was getting to you. I was gonna do you last so you could go into it.
Jordias.
Okay, what's going on with Adrian?
Jordias Maximus.
Yeah, Jordias. Are you not entertained, Jordias? Okay.
Joe, you go first. Tell me about kids.
Sure. Well, I just put one of my kids to bed, and they like this song. I don't know if you guys heard this guy. Your kid's a little younger. Danny Go. It's like a YouTube guy. He like kind of runs around, and it's like an active participant thing. So the kids will like stand up and run through the lava or like whatever course he's on. So it's kind of like singing and dancing and running and adventure. It's kind of more fun and active. It's great. But then I was like, what is this song? This song is good. Happy Moon? Whoa, what a banger. This guy, I'm like, Danny Go? You go, Danny Go. Usually
Danny Go.
Crap. And it's like, we love Paw Patrol and whatnot, but I was like, I actually kind of like this song. So
Joe, there's definitely some songs that all of a sudden they stick in your head. They're very catchy. There's a lot of Elmo tracks that my wife sings in the car, and she'll just defer over to those.
Don't
long road trips.
Danny Go with Elmo talk, please.
Okay.
Whoa. Elmo's fine. I don't want to hear Elmo bashing around here. You're coming in with this brand new Danny Go horse shit. Elmo's
got classics
like
Elmo's a Niner fan through and through.
Elmo's a classic.
Yeah, Elmo, he's a nice guy. I'm not going to
Da-da, Elmo song.
That is good. Good stuff.
That's pretty good.
I haven't heard it in a while, but the staying power of an Elmo is a whole different thing from your boy Danny Go. I believe you about Danny Go. Makes me think of Danny Orsini, turned off from the start. But hey, to each their own.
So the other one is I was down at in Santa Cruz at Capitola for the weekend. We've gone there for every weekend of my life basically. Huh. And beautiful time. We're making sandcastles and they're working on the bridges. And then, my son, he's 6 and he starts hanging out with some 8-9-year-olds. And my daughter comes in, she tries hey daddy, can you put some more water? You got the barrier between the ocean to stop the water coming in, and you have the little lake, and then everybody's building bridges, and it's a whole
classic sandcastle extraordinaire
engineering fiasco. And so my daughter's oh, can you put some water in? So I put some water in, and then this kid, he's like, no, this 9-year-old, absolutely not. That you're ruining the wall here, the retaining wall. Do not do that. And then my son says, oh, can you put some water over here? And then I did it, and I got scolded again by this 9-year-old, this chief of engineering at the beach. It was very embarrassing.
For the kid or for you?
For me. I was gosh, I feel very...
got stand your ground against these 9-year-olds.
Yeah, work on my game here a little bit. So anyway,
Sure.
good times at the beach. It was like
Joe,
85.
you said you were down in Santa Cruz. What day?
All 3 days.
We were down there on Saturday.
Well, nobody called me.
I didn't know. We didn't coordinate. Down there to see our fan of the pod, been on the pod, Steve McDonnell. He's got a 2.5-month-old, and Josephine's cute, very very tiny little one. But we all went to the beach together, had a great time. And Adrian is definitely in the mode of everything is a count when it's exciting. So we go around the yard. She'll pick up a rock. 1, 2, 3, go! And she'll throw rocks. Or she'll get on top of the slide. 1, 2, 3, go! And down she goes. And so it's the countdown age time. So everything's a countdown. In the bathtub today. 1, 2, 3, splash! And she sits in the. So we're in countdown mode. But it was a hell of a weekend. I love that. She's cute as a button. Can get away with anything. I'm screwed.
Turns 2 in 2 months, yeah?
That's right. November 14.
2's a big one.
22 months. I feel like that's the weirdest age is between 18 and 24 months, or a year and a half and 2 years, because you sound like a psychopath when you start counting the months. But
right
in your heart, you know that she's 22 months, but you just can't say it out loud.
I can't. Not as a dad.
No, after 18 months, when it's a year and a half, you gotta stop with that shit.
You gotta let it go. No, that's right. You gotta let it go. But she's 19.
Last 3 months.
Some parents say, he's 31 months. And I'm like, okay.
No fucking way.
Let's give it a rest here.
File it at that point.
Last 3 months, it's almost 2. That's it. And then you can give a birthday if you feel necessary in November, if you care to. And then at 2, it's 2. I don't care if she's 2 in 11 months. She's 2.
I'll disagree with you there.
Unless somebody asks for, do they make a face? Really? Oh, only 2? Then I'll give a little bit of extracurricular. But
give a 2. Okay, so I gave a 2, and then after like 3 or 4 months after 2, then you start saying if they're like, just 2.5, maybe 2.5, something like that. Just a little passive.
2.5 is fine. All right, I'll do 2.5. Sure.
Okay. And then I was saying 2.5 up until August 13th, and her birthday is August 16th, or no, it's 17th, August 17th.
Not 2.5 plus.
All the way to the end. Yeah, 2.5 plus. Yeah, I like that. That's good. So God bless Adrian. I can't wait till she turns 2. I'm sure that'll be a good Bloody Mary fest in Napa.
Yeah. Huge drinking event for these 2-year-old parties.
Yeah, hopefully at Niners game's on. Just all red.
We'll coordinate something. We'll make something fun happen.
A red second birthday.
God willing. How's Jordy and Mila?
How are your kids?
Oh, they're great. So Jordy, Beefcake Jordy keeps growing. Alex Dragos met him briefly. He was in town for the fantasy draft. Held him. He's like, Jesus Christ, the kid's a tank. And Zach tried to hold him. And he's like, okay, someone else take him. It's too much. And a funny thing with him, it was a long weekend. Mila had Friday off of school. It was like parent-teacher conferences / open house at her preschool. So there's just a lot of work as far as parenting going on over the 4 days. I'd try to get a nap in. If I fell asleep on the couch and we're all in the living room watching Frozen or Paw Patrol or whatever the hell, Jordy would beeline it towards me and just start fucking whacking me.
Wailing you? Attaboy, Jordy.
And Leachy would just crack up and video it. My wife would just laugh hysterically, and Jordy would just laugh and just.
So is he running and moving around now? I mean, last time I saw him was a few months ago. But he's moving
gingerly. I think his body's outgrowing his coordination.
That's why I was kind of curious because he's such a big kid. It's hard to know when they're gonna get walking.
Yeah, but he can. I mean, he scales and he can walk, but not great yet. But yeah, he just whacks the hell out of me if I'm taking a nap.
He scales. He gets on the scale.
Yeah, he does that. And then today, here's a good one. We were watching the Giants game, and then I was helping Leachy with Jordy or dinner or something. And then Mila was like, "Daddy, that's you!" And we turn around, and she was pointing to the TV screen, and there my big old face was on the Subaru commercial. So that was really cute.
Can you tell people about the Subaru commercial in a little more detail, or should we wait till the very end of the pod so people have to wait?
You got to see it to believe it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
I'm getting text messages from friends with images of Jake. It's out of control. Who? What?
So-
It's like I didn't even try and pause it. This was just live. I just took
it's just
a
over and
photo,
over, like
and his
long,
face is
long Sergio Leone,
yeah.
tight head shot close-ups of me as a car salesman doing some funny creepy faces, a la Jack Nicholson and in The Shining kind of thing.
Now, can I ask a quick question, Jake? Did
Yeah.
you think of that, or did they kind of tell you make the face like that? Like, how did that kind of come to pass? It wasn't like they scripted it
that's
that
my
way.
go-to to like make people laugh on set. I did that on the movie Josephine too, which is coming out at some point. When we'd go through camera rehearsal and stuff, that's how I'd make everyone comfortable. But in this commercial, the director was like, "Oh, stick with that. That's hilarious. I love that." So I just kept doing this creepy Nicholson thing, and kind of a little Farley in there too. I was hoping for, and the producer was like, "Are you sure, guys? This is kind of creepy." But me and the director were just laughing our A's off and kept going for it.
It is, make you a little uncomfortable and makes you laugh a little bit.
Yeah, so
makes you want to buy a Subaru is what I'm trying to say.
There we go. It worked. Joe just bought a Subaru, so we're good. But yeah, that's that. It's been, thank you for all the kind words and messages and the text saying I'm creepy, because that was the point. So thank you.
Well,
so let's talk about Jonathan Kuminga. Dave, go.
On to the Cal Bears.
So who do you guys like better, Kuminga or Juwan Jennings?
No, we're going to the Bears.
Yeah.
Oh my God, guys.
You Bears.
Oh my God. We have a quarterback. Oh my God.
An
It's
18-year-old quarterback.
Exciting.
Remind you of anyone?
He's like come from the heavens down onto Memorial Field. It's just incredible. I was at dinner. My wife was her birthday, and I was at dinner. and
What was that?
I snuck a peek. Drago's texted me, and I was like, "Oh, what's this about?" He's like, this guy is incredible. Back shoulder throw. He's like, 6 for 6, 125 yards. I had to go to the bathroom, check out what was going on. And it's like the natural music is playing while this guy's got the most beautiful throw. And he's got the best touch. I mean, the guy's, is it too early to say he's a Hall of Famer? Maybe.
Wow. One game in against Oregon State.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, the guy looks like a stud. Gosh, I'm excited.
I'm glad I didn't get your take after that first UNC drive yesterday and their first stop. Are you guys familiar with Belichick's first game last night?
I'm unfamiliar.
I actually didn't see it. No.
Oh, well, Bill Belichick had a bunch of hype on him for, he's the head coach of
UNC.
The North Carolina Tar Heels. Yeah.
They came out the gate blazing, just like clockwork, just ripped apart the TCU Frogs defense, scored right away, 7-0, and then stopped them, and the Frogs punted right away, the Horned Frogs, and then they were down 41-7 after a while.
Oh,
wow. What a
And they lost the game 41-14. So that
great.
was
That's like a Cal win waiting to happen.
I can't wait. I'm looking at the schedule. October 16th. I might be a W. I mean,
they looked horrible after that first. Like Michael Jordan was there, Lawrence Taylor was there,
wow.
and a bunch Roy Williams. Like, I mean, I'm talking legends. High-fiving, in the VIP box. Randy Moss was there. Just studs. NFL legends were there to watch Bill Belichick. And after
it's
that,
almost like
start,
an NFL coach can't go back to college and then teach these type of youngsters who are probably all on TikTok why they should care about football the way he's cared about it since the 80s. Like, I have a hunch. There's no way it's transferring over, and the fact that it's probably a talentless.
Get his 25-year-old girlfriend on the sidelines during the game, trying to talk to him. That also happened on the sidelines.
Is there any video coverage?
There's video of that.
This will make it into the audio pod for all you listeners out there.
Yeah, So it's all kinds of dysfunction with Belichick now. He's not the same dude he was, 15 years ago. I'll tell you that.
Well,
So
that's all I can think. I got Cal Bears colored glasses on. That looks like a W. That's all I can think about.
Yeah. So
I think the most fun. Yeah.
Me being pretty much walking distance from Cal, I can't wait to get there every possible Saturday. They're having a game. We went last year and had a really fun day there when we lost to Miami in very tragic
Mostly
fashion.
fun, and then somehow, yeah.
Yeah,
I think there might be a chance we should bring the families out to a game. No.
Yeah, for sure.
Too soon.
Too soon. Joe wants to enjoy himself.
The Hummers
I
need
do
to
want
have
to
a
enjoy
game.
myself. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, I get it.
Hummers need to have a game, and they seriously, there hasn't been a quarterback. People are saying Jared Goff. This dude's JKS is inspiring more confidence in me than Jared Goff did. It's early, obviously, but
Jared Goff went 1-11 his freshman year.
Right, he looked good, but the team was garbage. Wilcox has had this program going now for like 5 years. So I think there's some serious hope here. And apparently the alumni have shelled out some money for some other positions. So it looks pretty strong, guys. I think we might surprise the world here.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's three things that aspects of the game other than the quarterback, which I could not be more excited about. The offensive line looked way better. There's a bunch of different names in there, and they looked pretty solid. I mean, Oregon State, who knows what they're bringing? We'll see.
Yeah, they're going to be a 1-11 Oregon State, and we're going to be a 4-7 Cal Bears. Realistic.
Stronger. Yeah, I hear their strength and conditioning coach is really good or something, and they're kicking butt. So that looked great. The corners, the defensive backs look really good. There was this guy named Massis, number 5, who was just all over the field. He almost had 2 pick sixes. One got called back. He went like 100 yards. And then he almost had another one, took it down to like the 2-yard line. So that guy looks great.
Looked like a stud.
The kicker looks like he's legit. They had no kicker game last year. So, I don't know. Gosh. Jaron Kiawe Sakapulatele and the Cal Bears are looking
AKS.
So,
JKS.
Joe,
yeah.
In the early goings here, obviously you saw Oregon State. The next 3 or 4 games, is there one game you might key in on as like that's the game that's going to tell us whether this team is real or not? What is that game?
The thing about it is this schedule is kind of lackadaisical. I don't know how good Minnesota is.
Cupcake schedule.
There's the hardest game they have is maybe SMU is the last game of the year. Maybe at Louisville. It sounds like that could be tough. It's early to know.
Louisville could be tough.
Yeah, so
but what in the first 5 games? Who are you most worried about? Was it Oregon State?
Davis.
I don't know if I'm worried.
Like, what is it? What's the hardest game? Pick one.
I guess at Boston College. I have no idea how good Boston College is. This is the thing about the stupid ACC business. I have no understanding of who these teams are.
It's crazy. I was like, oh, no UCLA on the schedule, no USC. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a very feels like they're playing preseason games all year schedule.
That's how it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cal Bears fans, get ready. We got the most beautiful stadium, beautiful Bay Area weather coming up here September, October, November. So,
we got a gorgeous southpaw throwing
what else do you want?
Dimes.
Joe Starkey and I have been to many a Cal game together in very nice, beautiful, with a nice, beautiful climate in Berkeley, California, and we plan to continue that tradition this year. David, please join us. It is magical out there. All right. Okay, so everyone's been waiting for their favorite topic and my most anxious topic. I'm a little nervous, but I'm also very excited. Every year is a new beast. We're talking about your Jonathan Kuminga updates. No, the San Francisco 49ers. Here we go.
Get ready. Yeah.
It's coming. NFL's coming in a couple days. We're kicking off the year with Philly against the lowly Cowboys, and that's fun to say, the lowly Cowboys. They're a joke, but
they traded Micah Parsons. Okay.
I mean, they're just a train wreck, a dumpster fire. But let's
Have you
get
guys
into the
watched
Niners.
this Netflix documentary about the Cowboys?
I will not be viewing that.
Oh yeah, well,
I just-
might do some opposition research to see what that was all about.
I just got through episode 4 of the Bills, though, the Hard Knocks series. I know you were into that. That was entertaining.
That's
Pretty
my
good?
pick season.
Yeah, that's really good for sure.
Fair ball zone.
Yeah,
they're gonna be good, man.
He's a likable dude, no doubt about it.
Yeah, super likable. The Bills are very likable. I mean,
Yeah.
did you see the thing where they have the AI championship has the 49ers beating the Bills? I think that's the only thing I kind of like would feel uncomfortable about. Of course, I'll take the championship, but like
CBS picked the Niners too. CBS Sports picked the Niners for the Super Bowl. I don't know where it's coming from,
man.
What are the odds makers picking right now? Not the Niners.
I mean, the Niners
Eagles
are kind of up there. I think,
right?
our strength of schedule is so easy, so I think they.
Yeah, but you got to go through the playoffs. I mean, I guess anything can happen.
Playoffs?
Yeah.
Playoffs. You're talking playoffs? So Juwan Jennings is back on the field, and that is huge news. I got him in the second to last round in fantasy, and God, that feels good. But more than fantasy, he's such a pivotal part of this team. He was so huge last year after all the receivers were hurt and Debo was fat. And he had no ground to stand on. It was such a bad call by his agent to push this $20 million a year BS. Cause you're getting, they signed all these like MVS and there's Deontay Johnson's available. They almost signed Kendrick Bourne. There's all these guys that are comparable to him basically out there on the free market for pennies. So and they just paid Ayuk $30 million and they got rid of Debo. There's no way you're going to get what you're asking for. It was a horrible move. They didn't have the chips, didn't have the cards, like Trump told Zelensky, you don't have the cards. You don't have the cards. So, there you go.
Just like that.
It's great. It's just like that.
It was just like that. So Juwan's back. That's huge. I love Pearsall. I love this Brian Robinson Jr. pickup. The offense, I think, is solid. Kittle, just stay healthy. I think they're stacked offensively. Pooney's coming back. I think the line's going to be solid. I think the Niners are looking straight right now. Their injury problems that we were really worried about a couple weeks ago are starting to look a lot better. Yeah, as far as the defense goes, there's a lot of young guys that are still competing for jobs, and they will for the next couple of days up until the snap of the first game, and it's an exciting time. So, Starkey, I know you are really invested, and let's hear your take and what to expect, and what are we doing here as a 49er fan? What should we be feeling at this point?
My first question is: do you guys know if Juwan Jennings' calf was ever injured or not?
It apparently was, but it was obviously a contractual.
It was kind of like my back's tweaked, and I'm gonna hold. It'll be better if you give me more money, kind of thing.
Yeah, but apparently now he's faster than he's ever been and running like the
okay. That's kind of what I thought, but I wasn't quite certain of it. And I'm pretty darn excited. I think there's a lot going on here to be excited about. The schedule, we can get into the schedule situation later. Schedule notwithstanding, they got like 5 of the best, 30, 40 players in football. I don't know, like Purdy, Kittle, Warner, Williams, and Bosa. Those guys are like some of the best players going. So they're a good freaking team. And I think they got a couple, the Robinson was an incredible pickup. If you can keep a little bit of a load off of McCaffrey, that'd just be incredible. And I'd say my one concern about this team is you would think the passing game, but I don't know. I just have like way too much faith in Brock Purdy, I guess.
Me too. I don't know why.
But
I just feel good with him taking snaps.
Because I don't know if the defense is going to be incredible, but I think the offense, and for this team to go places, the offense needs to be like top 5. And I just want to make sure. I just don't know if the running game, at least what I've seen in the preseason, or I don't know. I want to see it from the offensive line. I want to see the running game go to work week 1. That'd make me feel a lot better about this team. But, there's a lot of rookies on the defensive end. I think there's some real bright spots. I'm really excited about Nick Martin. I think he's going to fly around and cause havoc. The defensive line, I think, is going to be pretty good. I think that'll be a strength. We'll see. I don't know.
Commodore
I'm
Lenore.
excited.
I think Lenore's ready to take this huge step into being like a first-team All-Pro damn near. I mean, that dude has shown a lot of promise.
Yeah.
Green and Mustafa were huge rookies last year. I believe Mustafa has been a little banged up, but they're both ready to take another step. There's no injuries that are that serious there, and it's just there's a lot of like waiting to see what happens. So I wonder how Shanahan's going to come out of the gate offensively, knowing that his defense is so young. I would think you might be more aggressive out of the gate, especially with Juwan healthy. And I think we have a very good 1-2 punch at running back. Do not sleep on Brian Robinson Jr. This dude is a beast. So, I mean,
I can see a lot of two tight end, two back splits there. I can see a lot of those.
Yeah, or McCaffrey lining up in the slot, and I think Robinson as the lone back. I think that would be a sexy ass set to play for him.
Get a little Wes Welker action out of him.
Sure. Yeah, and I'm sure it will be a formation they have,
Don't give Shanahan additional offensive options. Oh, man.
Exactly. Great. Make Shanahan great again, guys. Let's do it.
Second Trumper reference. Love it. Let's keep it going. If you can get a third one in here, Jake, you win.
I think you can drop as many F-bombs as you want on Google, but if you have a Trump reference, even if it's not positive, then you get your ads banned. But yeah.
Yeah, or if you say the word all bees, you just can't do that.
Right. But
hey guys, I wanted to give you a fun little piece here. I know we don't want to talk too much schedule. I'm going to give you a high level little overview here. I was looking at the lines. Okay. The teams that are to go to the promised land, it's Ravens, Bills, Eagles, Chiefs, Lions, Packers, then Niners. And just so you know, of those 6 teams ahead of us, we play none of them during the regular season.
Right.
No.
Then it goes Washington Commanders, LA Rams. That's the only hard team we really have. Everybody else is pretty much floating around the mid to worst teams just from a Vegas odds at the beginning of the season. Now we know things change dramatically. Some teams are just flat out worse than you had thought and better than you think. So you can't put a whole lot behind it. But there is a lot of rhyme and reason why people are like, how can this team lose more than 6 or 7 games? And it's really going to be, will they play like last year or will they play up to their quasi potential this year? And so, I think it's going to be injuries, stay healthy. They don't have a really good, second and third tier level of players that can just jump in there and take over. So, wide receivers get healthy, get stronger as the year goes, great. But if we have a few injuries, again, I'm just going to point that out over and over and over again. That's going to make it real hard for us to win football games. But other than that, I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yeah. I'll say
Super Bowl, championship,
count it.
Don't sleep on the division though, because I think a lot of teams are in the Niners kind of situation. Seattle and Arizona and the Rams are all respectable football teams, and they all have potential. They all have the Arizona offense could go nuts this year. The Rams offense could go nuts this year. So before you start counting division games as wins, and Seattle's always competitive, and I think they'll be good this year. I mean,
they got a great defense.
I'm not scared of any of those teams, but they're definitely. I don't think the Niners won a single division game last year. I think that might be a fact. So do not just chalk up all your division opponents. I think the Niners' outside schedule away from the division is pretty much a cakewalk for the most part, but within the division, it could be pretty crazy. So
I think week one's a big momentum.
Freaking huge, man. I think
really want to get out early. Win on the road and win in Seattle would be a huge way for them to just kick off the season.
It's also at Seattle, which is not an easy place to play. I don't think Seattle's a terrible team. We'll find out. But that's going to be a huge momentum game. Hoping to win that one. If we don't, that's going to be really putting us on the back foot here. The two games I got circled, other than the Seattle game to start, is the Rams games. Those, I think Rams are going to be duking it out for the division lead.
Yep.
Yeah. I think other than that, you got at the Texans, at Tampa Bay, home against Atlanta. I don't know. I'm not too worried about those teams, but that's kind of like what we're talking about. So, take care of your division, and I think you'll put yourself in a good place. So, these Rams and Seattle games will be huge.
And do not overlook your division.
I am overlooking Arizona, however. I don't know.
That is a fool's errand. A big mistake.
I do admit that I
do admit that
very
high octane offense.
And Kyler Murray spurned my Oakland A's many years ago, and I to this day don't give him any credit.
What about when he beat us twice last year?
Yeah. Week 3 will be a very important week.
Marvin Harrison Jr. is another year older. He's a beast. Trey McBride is my favorite tight end in the NFL. I think him and Brock Bowers are the future of the NFL as far as tight end fans, which I am one. And they're both Gronk style, Kelsey style guys. Do not sleep on Arizona. Please. Pray for the Niners against Arizona. It's not gonna be
Luckily, Purdy likes to show up against his old Arizona.
Yeah, he's from Arizona.
Except for last year. Yeah.
Except for last year. Well, that wasn't really his fault.
Yeah.
Maybe it was.
No one's fault. Not Shanahan's fault either.
Yeah, so 1 o'clock Sunday. Sunday. How excited are you? It's going to be great.
It is going to be great. I have a tradition with my family. We go. Last year, we didn't go to Sacramento because my sister had the young kid, and it might have been a Sunday night game last year or something, or a Thursday night or whatever. But it's so fun. We get the family together. Now we got Jordy in there and all the babies dressed in Niners gear. It's the new year, baby. It's the 49er New Year.
I like it.
I got Kendall signed up for soccer, and I got the 9 a.m. slot, which I'm really thrilled about.
Nice.
Take care of my soccer. Then I got football. But week 1 here, I got a 11:30 6-year-old birthday party to follow. Just it's just a gauntlet of birthday parties.
Yeah, there's a lot of those. a lot of toddler activities, but I make it well known that Humm Daddies come first. Sports viewing comes first. Kids come second every time.
So
birthday's on Saturday. Because the Cal games are typically in the evenings.
Birthday, you're a real piece of shit.
Tell us, yeah, it's true. I agree with that.
Yeah. Your parents are probably
for all you Humm Daddies out there. Don't do Sunday during football season.
Yeah, your parents are dorks, and they don't deserve you to attend their party if it's on a Sunday during football season.
Well, I also have Cal football games on Saturdays, so I don't know what your options are, really. We'll do remote birthday parties this year.
Well, Cal's not going to have 10 a.m. games, so get the toddler parties out of the way early in the morning on Saturday, then you're good for the rest of the weekend.
Perfect. So, Jake, tell us about our recording schedule this fall.
So, guys, the Humm Daddies have been a little MIA. I would say, if me as a Humm Daddies fan, follower, and member, I would like us to record more. And so does the world. So do all of our fans. So we have committed a Monday morning podcast will drop on YouTube, typically around 7, 8 a.m. every Monday morning, along with the audio version on, all platforms. And we're going to go live after Thursday night football. Every Thursday night football game will be featuring a post
either in the fourth or a post game. That's right.
Directly after. And maybe one day we might do like a live Manning cast kind of thing during the game or something. We'll get creative, but I just want everyone to know out there it's going to be a lot more Humm Daddies, and hope everyone's prepared because we're taking the world by storm, and that's a goddamn fact, Jack.
I believe there are 2 Niners Thursday games this year. Is that right?
At least one. There's a lot of primetime. So expect maybe a little short.
2 Monday night games, and I believe a Sunday and a Thursday. There might be 2 Thursdays.
2 Mondays, okay.
Or Sunday night, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
so I mean, if it's a special night like that for the Niners, we'll come with post games for that too. So expect a lot of Humm Daddies. We're here with all of our podcasting brothers and sisters. It's great to meet some of our fans. It was great to meet them at the Poly Mac.
And what are you doing with Polly Mac in the not too distant future, Jake?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do the U2 pod. You guys are gonna take part too, as referees.
We'll wear our zebra colors.
Yeah, Ted Ramey as well. And Larry Kruger has, told me wants to guest on our pod, but he's a busy man around this time of year, so we'll try to nail down a date with him. So
we should try and get him on a Thursday night. We should try and get him on a Thursday night. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
After a post game, we'll live with Kruger. That'd be sweet.
I'll hit him tomorrow, and I mean that's short notice. I think he's also doing the Papa show all week on KMBR, so this week might not be great for him.
It doesn't have to be this Thursday. I'm just thinking one of the Thursdays during the course of the season.
Yeah, but we'll lock him in for a date, and there's a lot of stuff to go around. Football season is a fun time, guys, and I'm all in on fantasy, all in on the Niners. These guys are all in on Cal and the Niners.
Okay, Jake, real quick, fantasy. Who's your quarterback?
Kyler Murray.
Oh,
no.
Kidding.
With Brock Purdy as the backup. I got Brock, too.
No, he's not joking. He does have Kyler Murray.
No, I went Arizona heavy. I believe in Arizona's offense, guys. I really do.
No. You've Danny Orsini the entire season.
Jeez,
all right, and then who's your wide receiver 1 and 2?
I can't believe that.
I have Cooper Kupp now on the Seahawks, and Marvin Harrison, and
so you're pretty much
Kelsey,
other than Brock Purdy.
Kelsey McBride is my tight ends. Double tight. I love a double tight. I got Pollard he's now on Tennessee as my running back, along with Genty from the Raiders, who's a stud.
Oh, that guy's good.
Yeah, and A-Chain on Miami. So my running backs are deep as hell.
I like. When did Genty go? I have no idea.
First round. He's like
okay. I thought because that guy looks like a horse.
Yeah, he's supposed to get 30 carries a game. So let's see how that works. I'm invested in the Raiders a little bit. They might be fun to watch.
And Jake, who's your defense?
Your Philadelphia Eagles, number 1 rated defense.
Well, I gotta say that sounds fairly
pretty good team.
Your quarterback A- from Yahoo, guys.
Your quarterback situation.
I mean,
we play Brock, but Brock doesn't have the wide receiving core.
No, he's got Brock. It could work out for him.
We'll see. You know what? A couple of years ago, I had Brock, and I didn't start him in favor of like Aaron Rodgers or something when he was on Green Bay, and that really screwed me.
Tisk. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Well, I look forward to hearing your rants.
So I want to get your opinions before the season starts. Where do you think these Niners are landing this year? And maybe give me like a couple highlights of who's going to play well or who's going to flop.
Dave.
So a record, you got 17 games. I'm going to go with I was debating between 11 and 12 wins. I'm going to fall on 12 wins, but I think it's going to be enough to tie the St. Louis or Los Angeles Rams.
St. Louis Rams. Been a while.
We caught that one earlier though in the pod. So you're free. You get one, Joe.
Yeah.
Joe, I'm gonna go.
Wait, hold
11.
on. I want to hear I want to hear Joe's player, like his MVP or player to watch.
Okay.
Yeah. So
okay, sorry.
I think Purdy will be 5th in the MVP race. He's gonna have a good year, over 4,000 yards. I think Demarcus Robinson is gonna have a 800-yard season.
Ooh. That's
he doesn't play
rushing or combined
receiving. No. Yeah,
he's a receiver. He's
receiving. Sorry,
he's the guy from the Rams. I think.
Right.
I think he's
after 3-game suspension, still gets 800.
After
yards.
a 3-game suspension, so a really good season from him. I think Pearsall's going to have like 70 catches. He's going to have a nice season.
Most of them will be early in the year too, I believe, for Pearsall.
Yeah, and I think Nick Martin is going to be a standout on defense. So I think that's. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Nice. Dave.
I'm going with 11 and 6, and I think 4 of those 6 losses are going to be gut-wrenching losses that we can't believe happened to us. 4 of 6. 2 will be like they beat us straight up. 4 will be like we blew that game, and then 11 wins. I think the Niners. I think George Kittle is just going to come out and have another ripping season. And I'm wearing the Kittle jersey today. I think he signed the contract. He's going to show everybody how it's done. He knows he needs to step it up early, get us out on the right foot. I think he's going to have some big early season games, and then he'll maybe get beaten up a bit and take a second half chill time. But I think he's going to be one of our best offensive players. I'm just going to go vets. I think Fred Warner's going to lead this team. He's going to get the young guys going. He's going to lead the team in tackles again, as he usually does. Few key interceptions early in the year that are going to help propel us past some teams that we thought we might lose to. And he's going to make that big, beautiful play.
Number 3
coming in out of left field. I think the guy not to watch, I think Moody's going to be out by about game 6. I think he's going to be one of the reasons why we have 4 or 6.
Moody.
I think Moody's just going to blow it. And it's going to be bad, and we're really going to be upset about it. He's going to have PKs he's going to miss, a couple of field goals that should be's. And with that, we're going to have to find somebody out there and kick them. Jake?
I'm thinking 14-3 or 15-2. I'm thinking
15-2.
A surprisingly dominant offense schemed up after a couple of years of learning from his mistakes. I think Kyle Shanahan will realize the weapons he has especially with Brian Robinson Jr. and teaming him with Christian McCaffrey together. That could be the most dynamic backfield in NFL history. Putting those two in the same backfield at the same time, lining Christian up in the slot, getting Brian in the backfield, coming up with, their zone run scheme mixed with some quick pops to Kittle. You got Juwan. They're going to get creative, and they better.
You just got me real excited, Jake.
You got me excited too.
Yeah, I'm thinking Brian Robinson Jr. is going to be a force. And I think him and Christian together are going to make sweet magic. And Lenore on D, along with Mustafa, are going to be a secondary to watch for the ages. I think there's going to be some young guys who make some big plays on at linebacker as well, along with Fred Warner. So
Jake. Yeah, sorry.
I just think we're in for it's the enlightenment period for the Niners. Because if it's not, all hell will break loose. So it's either
if we don't get 15-2.
We don't get to 15-2. Hey, if Christian McCaffrey plays like Deebo Samuel and that kind of plays that style, it could be that kind of receiver. He's got all the same equipped tools as far as I'm concerned. Maybe Deebo's got a step on him, but
Christian McCaffrey's a better receiver than Deebo.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
He's a better route runner. He has better hands. Give me a break. So
all right.
I'm hoping, and I really hope Shanahan does what I'm talking about instead of playing some conservative bullshit style of football that tries to squeak out, 14 to 10 wins every week. So let's get to it. Let's start the season. Let's win some goddamn games.
All right.
Well, one last one that I just really want to focus on is injuries. Like Dave said, is going to be really important. I think Trent Williams. If Trent Williams can play mostly a full season and be impactful, I think that could make or break the season.
Over 100 games, we need Trent Williams in for Jake's 15 wins.
15.
I think he needs to be in 15 of them.
15 or 16. Yeah.
50 to 16. Fair.
15 or 16. So I guess that about does it. Am I right or am I wrong?
Championship.
Oh, you're on it.
Yeah.
Championship.
Yeah.
Championship or bust. We are a 49ers podcast as well as a Los Gigantes podcast. We will see you guys after Philly kicks the shit out of Dallas Thursday night. Until then, it's Humm Daddies.
Humm
Daddies.
Daddies.